here we are, race weekend finally. Tomorrow I run the half marathon at Alton Towers. If you've been following the training so far, I will put weeks 5 and 6 on the screen so you can see the different types of training that I've been doing. If you want a little bit more detail, then feel free to leave a comment. Feel ready, training went well. I did a little 5k this morning just to finally complete the full runner training schedule. I feel ready to go. So yeah, bags are packed. We're staying at a little place near Alton so that we don't have to travel too far in the morning. So the race, I believe, is at like 9 o'clock. So got everything ready. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. Phoebe's ready to go?
Yeah, ready.
Right, let's go. Quick stop at the service station. What do you think then, Phoebes?
Huh?
What do you think?
Nice.
Happy?
Yeah, but I'd like a pizza.
You not think we should live it up off the jelly babies? Biscoff biscuits. Got good selection to pick from here. Evening meal. Probably not the best, but we're gonna go for it anyway. What have we got, Phoebes? Open them up.
Plant-based one.
A non-plant-based.
No cheese.
Here we have everything ready. Top, shorts, anti-chafing shorts, socks, headphones, headband. Ready to go. Getting that warm-up in. Walked to the entrance, left the key in the car.
Good morning everyone who is just arriving. If you've got your...
Everybody, come on ladies, good hydration that's from you.
Alright, sweet. Go on, Phoebes.
Want a drink? Get some love corn.
Yay!
All good.
Medals. Okay, finally back after 2.5 hours of driving, absolutely knackered. I can't wait to get an early night tonight. But in all honesty, if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend the Alton Towers Half Marathon. 2 laps of the Alton Towers circuit and you went through all the different rides and then you came out and like went around the car park and did a few laps there as well. But it did make it a little bit different for, I can't obviously comment on other half marathons, but it was very cool to run past all the rides and sort of take it all in. Felt really nice. Obviously this was my first ever half marathon, so I didn't quite know what to expect. So there was a little bit of uncertainty there, but as soon as I got going, the training really kicked in. I thought, I've done this before, I know what I'm doing, all good. The beginning of the race was quite difficult because it's really crowded, so you have to kind of ease yourself in. You've got no choice, which is actually quite nice in some ways because it means you don't get too carried away. It's very easy to get caught up in the moment with everyone, all the different crowds cheering you on. From about, I would say, the 5th kilometre to, I'd say, about the 16th, tried to keep it nice and steady, nice and easy, exactly like I'd done in the training. And then from the 16th kilometre onwards, I treated it exactly like a 5k. I tried to just go all out, put the heavy duty rap music on and just go for it. I was absolutely knackered by the end of it, but my knees kept out until probably the last, I would say 2 kilometers or so, and then I started to feel a little bit of a twinge. But by that point, I knew we were coming to the end, so I wasn't too concerned. I think if I was going to do a further distance, I would need to take it a bit more steady, and hopefully my knee would last a little bit longer. But I think for me, the next level of training would be to just go on a run and see how long I can go before my knees give in. And then that serves as a kind of barometer as to where I'm at with my training. I can kind of tailor it from there. Honestly, the atmosphere was great, the half marathon. They had different like musicians, they had old style stuff, they had a guy on the steel drum. I didn't even listen to music for most of it, to be honest. It was only really the last sort of 5 to 6 kilometers where I thought I need some extra energy here to dig in. And I also forgot, I was meant to take some little jelly babies in my pocket, but I completely forgot. So I was running on empty towards the end. I know you meant to have gels or something, but I just didn't do that. So the goal was always to finish in under 2 hours. And I managed to finish in 1 hour 39. Unofficial, but that's Strava time. I am still waiting on the official time to come through. But when I saw that at the end of the race, I was delighted, to be honest, because I didn't think I would finish it in, well, I didn't think I'd finish it in under 2 hours, never mind 1 hour 39, so I was really happy with that. And I just, yeah, tried to not take too much notice of the speed as I was going along in the different kilometres. I kind of just tried to get in the zone, do what I was comfortable with, and kind of take it from there. So when I looked at my phone right at the end, I was absolutely delighted with that. So yeah, here's the medal. I highly recommend anyone wanting to do a half marathon. It's a really cool one to do for a first timer. And I think the next obvious question is, do I want to do a full marathon? I think the answer is probably yes. For those who have followed the other videos in the series, I did have had a bit of a lower back pain issue. I did find out what it is. I've got a little bit of a slip disc. So I think next steps for me is just sort the slip disc out, make sure my back's nice and strong, because it did start to hurt a little bit towards the end. I did start to get a little bit of sciatic pain. So I think next steps for me is sort that out, and then I can start thinking about marathon training and things like that. But I do think I will do one, because it's just been a very enjoyable process. The runner training has been great. I think 3 runs a week has been quite a lot. It has been a lot to maintain. So I might try and get that down to maybe 2 runs a week, or condense it and do fewer, longer runs, and kind of do it that way. I think that's probably a little bit more achievable for my sort of weekly routine. I am sitting here very tired, aching a little bit, but I do really want to do it. It has made me motivated to do a full marathon. So let's get the back out of the way and let's see what happens. It also does make sense to do it sooner rather than later, because I've already got the half marathon training now, so I might as well build on that rather than having to reset back to 0. But again, let's see how the back goes. Let's see if I can get that sorted first. Half marathon complete. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment, whether it's about the training or about the race itself. And thanks so much for watching.